repo rate is down to 5.5% from 6%. The RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra announced the MPC decision. The MPC stance has changed from accommodative to neutral, and the real GDP growth rate for 2025-26 is projected at 6.5%. The breaking news here on DD India: the RBI has reduced the repo rate by 50 basis points.
Yes, the repo rate coming down to 5.5% from 6%. Well, the expectations earlier were of a 25 basis points rate cut, but RBI has gone for 50 basis points. This MPC also decided to change the stance from accommodative to neutral, and a real GDP growth rate for 2025-26 is projected at 6.5%. Okay, our correspondent from Mumbai, Shama Mishra, joins us on the phone line. Shama, so RBI has actually prioritized growth when it has gone for a 50 basis point rate cut. Will it bring cheer to the loan borrowers? Shama Mishra, are you able to hear me? Okay, we'll try and connect with our correspondent there from Mumbai, Shama Mishra. Shama, RBI has actually gone for a 50 basis point rate cut, contrary to the expectations of a 25 basis points rate cut. How do you see this? Will it bring cheer to the loan borrowers? RBI's policy comes at a time when the global economy faces increased uncertainty due to US President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs. In the last policy, RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra had warned of possible global economic turmoil arising due to the tariff wars.
Well, it was on expected lines, and we were thinking that RBI might not take this bold decision of reducing the basis point by 50 basis point. But yes, RBI has delivered on expected lines, and against the hopes of many who were thinking that it will be this time around 25 basis point. But yes, it has sent cheers, and the industry is happy about it, because since the time that RBI has started reducing, it's now 100 basis point that the repo rate has been reduced. Also, we were expecting that the Reserve Bank of India would be talking something on the economy, and he has said that there is stability in the Indian economy. However, he is a little concerned about the growth, and accordingly, according to the aspirations of Reserve Bank of India, the growth is not going strong, and that is why this particular projection has been revised downward. Earlier it was 7%, now it's 6.7%. So yes, the Reserve Bank of India has shown concerns on the growth projection and on the growth overall. But yes, we are also seeing that the Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee has been, up for now the growth aspect of the policy, because we were earlier seeing that RBI was worried about getting inflation into the control of the target of say 2 to 6%, with 4% being the midpoint. But now, since the inflation has been down and inflation has been within the comfortable range of Reserve Bank of India, RBI can now focus on the growth, and RBI would be cautiously moving ahead with their projection and their other aspects of growth. Also, our Reserve Bank of India Governor Sanjay Malhotra has shown concerns on the uncertainties of international economic aspect, and that is why he has said that this will play a major factor, a major role in shaping our ways of doing business as well. So yes, we were also worried about how the US tariffs and these aspects will play a role coming July. This will play a bigger role once it is implemented, because the impact will be on exports, and also the rupee is depreciating. So all these concerns has been taken into account, and that is why Reserve Bank of India Governor will now be focusing on growth. The MPC is focusing on growth, and we will see in coming days that there will be more steps, more measures taken from the Reserve Bank of India for accelerating or supporting growth.
Also, Shama, the top news lines coming from that briefing by the governor talks about how the global growth and trade projections have been revised downwards, yet we are told that the GDP growth for fiscal 26 remains unchanged at 6.5%.
Okay. Like I mentioned, that the GDP projection has been revised downward, and the real GDP growth rate now stands for the year 25-26 at 6.5%, which was earlier 7%. Now he has also listed out how the Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 would be. So Q1 would be at 6.5, Q2 would be at 6.7, Q3 would be at 6.6, and Q4 would be at 6.3. So he has listed out these numbers, and it is expected that our growth, our country's growth, would be between 6 to 7%. However, this particular projection has been revised as and when the data comes in, and many a times we've also seen that this projection has been revised upwards as well. So as and when the situation is according to our ways, and it is it's good, RBI is likely to revise this particular projection upwards, and then we can see, because he has said that there is stability, and we are also seeing that the manufacturing, the urban demand, the rural demand has been picking up, and these are all concerns, and these are all pillars where the growth actually takes place, and because of this the contribution towards the growth of the GDP also takes place. And he has also listed out how household, the banking sector, and various other sectors including exports, they play a major role in contributing to the growth of GDP, and that is why he has listed out that this all these 5 points, including the household, the banking, the exports, these are all important major points. We are also seeing that the Reserve Bank of India governor, in his speech, has highlighted how this MPC, the Monetary Policy Committee, is now focused on growth, and earlier we were seeing that the stance was also changed. Now he has said that going forward, there'll be, as and when there'll be room for reduction, RBI would be keen on doing so, because RBI now wants to focus on growth. And we did see that earlier it was inflation, and inflation has been gotten under control with good monsoon in future, with good monsoon in sight. It is expected that this particular inflation number would remain under the target range or the comfortable range of Reserve Bank of India, and that is why RBI can now focus on growth.
Okay, thank you.